Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For trucks, obviously.
On the lot.
He became steel resistant.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Earthworks Hub. You're here with myself, Ivan. I've got a podcast with a guest this evening, and he goes by the name of Jack Fallon from J&I Earthworks. Jack, how are you, mate?
Yep, good. How you going, Ivan?
Yeah, good, man. I'm glad to have you on the show.
Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, that's it. No, thanks for coming on. We met at one of the DDT shows, didn't we? I know we've been sort of watching each other's stuff on Insta and stuff like that, but we actually met face to face at DDT, and it was good. I actually seen you. You come over with your family, said hello, we had a good chat, and then I said, you know what, we're going to do a podcast one day, and here we go. We're here.
Yeah. No, actually, I was down there because of you, because you, gave me a free ticket to go on one of the giveaways.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's right. Yeah, there you go, man. There you go.
Yeah.
So it was meant to be.
It was.
Yeah, awesome. All right, well, look, let's go. Let's do a bit of an intro. Tell us a little bit about yourself, about your business or what you do, and the history on yourself.
So, yeah, I got 17-tonne Komatsu. I've had it for two years now, just on 2 years. Yeah, run around the Temora area and around the Riverina. Third generation excavator man.
Wow, third generation. Wow. So you say you've basically born in the machine.
Yeah, born and bred to bloody drive them. Yeah, my grandfather kicked off in the 70s with old Katos, and then we got into Mitsubishis in the 80s, and never looked back.
There you go, man. Yeah, Kato. When you say Kato, a lot of younger guys wouldn't even know what Katos are anymore. But they were like one of the original machines. I remember. Now they're still around, like Earthmoving Warehouse, and they still sell Kato machines. They're still very popular in some parts.
Yeah, well, I saw what was that
Yeah.
at DDT? I was like a 30-tonner or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Machine.
Yeah, no, they've got all sizes, man, and they're doing they're actually starting to broadcast and get them back out there again, and the quality is improved and all that. So look, they're a long-standing machine, man.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, long-standing brand, I should say. Yeah.
Yeah.
There
And
you
so
go.
we've been when I was with the family business back before I went on my own. Yeah, we sort of started running Komatsus back about 2016. Yeah, and still love them. So nearly 10 years with Komatsu.
Komatsu now. There you go, man. There you go. So tell me a bit about, so when you started, were you really young when you got into the machines?
Yep, I was real little. There's a picture of me, about 12 months old, sitting on Pop's knee, and I've got a similar picture of my son sitting on my knee. He loves it now as well.
Yeah.
Two kids that love it. And so Pop reckons he'd have to take the keys out of the machine, because if he left and went to work, I'd come up down after school because I was brought up by my grandparents.
Yeah.
He'd see track marks all over the yard where I'd got in the excavator and tracked it up and back and up and back.
No better way to learn than the bum in the seat, mate. That's it.
I was sort of lucky. I got to skip a bit of all the groundwork most blokes have to start as labourers. I just went straight into the digger.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's good that you're fortunate enough to do that. Yeah, because like you say, a lot of guys can't just get that sort of seat time. They've got just got to do courses out in the city and then try and hopefully get a job somewhere to get the experience. But you had the chance. What sort of skills did you start picking up first? Like what sort of work were you doing with it?
Well, so my grandparents had the old brickworks in Cootamundra, and when they were doing demolitions or other earth movers in town doing demos, they used to tip all the rubble up at the old brickworks, and we just had a great big hole and we'd bury it. And so I started out, I was the bloke who pushed the hole in. I threw all the rubbish down the bottom of the hole and packed her in. And then we got sort of serious when I was in high school, got real busy cleaning dams out with excavators. And so that was how I got right into it. Was Pop would pick me up from school on a Friday afternoon and we'd go away for the weekend and roll the swag out next to the excavator, and probably come home Sunday night.
Oh, there you go, man. So I take it most of your work is like what, rural? Would you say, is it rural work, not city work?
Most of it is, yeah. Do a little bit of civil work for local government, but mainly stick to chasing the cockies around, chasing the farmers.
A quick shout out to our platinum sponsors, Earthmoving Warehouse and Melbourne Tractors. how did you transition to get into your own business? Yeah, so what sort of made you make that decision?
Think so. My grandfather, he wanted to slow down a bit, and by then my uncle had taken over the company, and he basically said, if you want to get serious, buy your own machine. There's enough work to go around for all of us,
Yeah.
and that'll be your, slice of the pie. So
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
had a house in Cootamundra, and the wife wasn't overly chuffed, but I sold it to buy the excavator.
Oh, no. Is that what you had to do? Is it? Is that how you got it?
Yeah, so with COVID, the property prices boomed, so I made a bit of money off the sale off the house and spent that on excavator.
Wow. There you go, man. There you go. Making sacrifices to try and change your life and do something that you want to do, isn't it?
Yeah, I sort of thought I bought a house on wages, and so worst case scenario, if we lose the machine and the house, I'll go back on wages and I'll buy another house.
Yeah, that's
I
that's
thought I'd just knuckle down and try my hardest.
yeah. That's a good way to look at it too, instead of like a negative thing, it's just like, well, I've done it before. I just go and start again, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that one. I like that. Yeah, can't dig a hole with a house. It's like when those guys that have got really expensive cars, they always say I can drive my car if I'm broke, but I can't drive the house or something like that. I don't know.
well,
People, yeah.
that makes sense.
So same thing. Yeah, you can always dig a hole with a machine, but not with a house. Yeah, very true.
And then
Very true.
moved to Temora after that because the prices were a bit cheaper over here. So it's about 50 k's between Cootamundra and Temora.
Yeah,
And moved over here and got a little 1 acre block with a workshop on it and the house.
yeah, yeah. Do you find that handy having that workshop?
Yeah, super handy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So I gather
bloody oath.
you do your own maintenance and stuff then, do you? Or
Pretty well most of all my own maintenance. Yeah, I'm a diesel mechanic by trade, so yeah.
oh, so you actually did do like a apprenticeship or something, did you?
I did, in between sitting on the machine I went and did 3 years on the Cootamundra Shire,
Uh-huh.
as an apprentice down there. And then was
Wow.
still back in the machines at weekends and whatnot. Yeah.
Nice, nice. How did you find that? Did you enjoy doing that?
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, it was good fun. It was a good
Yeah.
time too. I was sort of, around that 17, 18, 19. So it was Thursday down to the pub every Friday and plenty of good lads. And yeah.
Oh, nice, man. Nice. Yeah, you know what? Do you find that having those diesel skills, those diesel mechanic skills, and that helps now with doing this stuff?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Especially just small stuff like I did 1,000-hour service on the excavator on the weekend, and then I serviced my truck and I serviced my wife's car, and I was flat out all weekend working on gear. I didn't have to pay someone to do it all.
Yeah. So you reckon because that's what I was going to ask actually. Like, how important do you think it is for owner operators to have some kind of mechanical knowledge? I suppose you just sort of answered it if you can do it
I
yourself.
think I know some blokes who don't touch it themselves. They just they've got mechanic that'll come out and do all their work or whatever it is. But I don't know. I don't have the money to be able to pay everyone to do everything for me.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's true. It is true. Yeah, because I mean, I was talking to someone the other day, and they were telling me about what they got charged for one of the local dealerships to send out one of their mechanics, and I was like, I couldn't believe I was overwhelmed when he told me. I was like, "Are you serious? That's what they're charging?" And he goes, "Yep, that's what they're charging." So they charge a lot of money to come out, and plus their travel, and plus getting rid of all the oils and this and that, like disposal fees. Yeah, it builds up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I got a quote, a while back for 1,000-hour service and was sort of blown away by what one was worth. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
The other thing is, it's a day during the week you've got to stand a machine down. I can service it over the weekend and be back to work Monday.
Yeah. And I think that's what a lot of the guys that have their own machines and they end up doing, just a lot of weekend work. Find that, do you find that it takes a lot of your time, like going now and doing it as your own business, other than just, operating for your family before? Do you find that you're spending more time on the machine and doing stuff on the weekends with it?
Not sure. Probably somewhat fairly similar because I was very, very serious, with the family business. Probably sort of it's same for me, I think. But I
Yeah.
just have a bit more control now. What I buy and when I buy it, and
Yeah. Ah, cool. Yeah. I suppose that's why a lot of people start their own gig. Yeah. So you can run it sort of your way and do things to your style.
yeah. My grandfather and I, we still work in a hell of a lot together. Still, back and forth together on each other's jobs, and yeah.
Oh, there you go. tell us about the machine. So you started telling us about how you bought a machine 2 years ago. Was it a Komatsu, you said?
Yep, it was a PC 170-11. The salesman was Matty Byrne out of Canberra, and he was good to me. I had no contracts or no written work. I had work, but it was all handshake stuff. All that's the way I've always done it. Just had handshake work, never had written down contracts or agreements. And he sort of thought that he'd take the punt on me and sell me an excavator and hope it didn't kick him in the arse. And he said to me, just look after this machine. Don't scratch it. Don't knock it around in case I have to come back and take it off you. I said, yeah, Matty, I'll look after it.
Hopefully it never happens. Yeah.
So everything worked out pretty good in this.
That's it. So you bought a Komatsu PC 170. It's like a bit of an odd number. Is that like an odd size, or is that
It
very
is
common?
an odd size. Yeah, no, she's an odd size. It's the biggest I could go and stay 2.5 meters wide, so I could move around the dark. I can pretty well do the work of a 20-tonner, but at 8 o'clock at night, I can pack up and go home.
Okay.
So I'm not
Okay,
sure
yeah.
what your rules are like in the cities.
Yep.
I noticed a lot of oversight gets moved around the dark in the cities, but out here you're still daylight curfew.
Okay.
So yeah.
So what, you float your own gear around, do you?
Yeah. Bought your truck and trailer. I only got it 3 weeks ago actually.
Oh, so it's fresh. Okay.
Yeah. Spent
Yeah,
2 years with no truck, and I was about to pull my hair out.
Yeah.
We're getting it.
That's right. Actually, I think I saw that. Was it a K109 or something, or
104, yeah.
104 K1? Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
That's
there
right.
it
I did
on?
see that. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah. So tell us about that. So what have you got now? So you got the Komatsu PC 170, and then what else?
And then 104 Aerodine, and bought a triaxle Brentwood float.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
nice.
which suits me down to the ground.
Yeah. So what made you buy that? Yeah. What made you buy your own float?
I just was sick to death of not having one. Like, I was looked after a hell of a lot by other blokes, like other contractors, moving me around and helping me out. A really good mate of mine, Des Winnell, up at Adjunbilly, he lent me a prime mover for a while, which helped me out a heap. And because Pop, he's got a float, my grandfather. We done a gearbox in it at the start of the year. Yeah, had no prime mover for a bit, so got a lender one and kept things moving. Yeah, like moving me Pop's gear around, moving my machine around, and it was just too hard not to have one in the end.
Yeah. Is your work like sort of short term stuff, or are you on jobs for like a few months at a time? Like what sort of?
Yeah, most of if you're on a job for a week, that'd probably be about standard. Sometimes, probably the max that I'd be on a job would be a month, I reckon.
Yeah.
That'd be, at its limit.
Yeah. So it's true, yeah. So I suppose you do need a float probably more often, because if you're there for longer, it doesn't really matter. But if you're moving every week or every month, and that, I suppose it's just easier to have your own.
Yeah. The first day I got the float, went to Dubbo and picked it up and got home, and I had oil leaking out it everywhere when I pulled into the yard. So I spent most of that night fixing it.
Oh.
The next day I done 6 float shifts the next day.
Wow.
I thought, this thing's going to pay itself off real quick.
Yeah. So what are you doing now? Yeah.
I was just to say, even if it was like you're on the same job, but if you've got to move up, say, 1.5 or 2 Ks, before I would have just tracked up there. But now I can just throw it on the float, run it up. Just, so much less wear and tear on track frame and chains, and yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you started J&I Earthworks, what's that, back 2 years ago as well then, or a bit earlier?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Okay. Yeah. Beautiful. What was like the things? What were some of the things that you found like the hardest going out on your own?
Yeah. Just the uncertainty. You never know what's going on, do you? Like.
Yeah.
Like you think you might have a job on. It's the only job you've got on coming up next, and it falls through, and you sit around and you've got no float, so you can't move anywhere because you don't want to be charged to go somewhere because you don't have enough money to move machine around if you don't have a job going.
Yep.
Stressing out, pulling the air out, trying to ring people, not knowing who to ring, and not having enough contacts, or people not knowing who you are.
Yeah, especially in the beginning, like you say, yeah, when you starting off, you might know a couple, and then if they fall through, you're sort of on your own, yeah. Yeah. And what'd you do? Like, how did you start? So I sort of asked these questions so anyone that's thinking about starting sort of has an idea of what to do. Like, what were some of the things that you were doing to try and like get yourself some work?
Before I got the machine, rang a lot of other contractors, especially blokes I knew, just to tell them what I was doing. I was stepping away on my own. Yeah, what I was doing, and if
Mhm.
they ever needed an excavator to give me a yell, which paid off over time, like it didn't happen instantly. Yeah, it might be 18 months later that bloke gives you a call and say, "You still got that digger? Did you end up buying that machine?" Yeah, yeah. Go, well, bring it over this way. I got a job for you. But yeah,
Yep.
printed a heap of. Bell went on Canva, printed a heap of business cards. So put business cards everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
people's
Nice.
letterboxes or just areas that I wanted to pick up a job, and yeah, a lot of it was
Oh,
just worked my ass off, and
yeah.
word of mouth travelled pretty quick is what helped me.
Yeah. And what you reckon? Would you put that down to like doing quality work and making sure that you turn up and reliable and that, and then they start sort of spreading the word like this guy's really good, he's
I
reliable.
think so, yeah. And
Yeah.
communication, I think, is a massive thing. Yeah, being
Yep.
punctual, and if you say you're going to be somewhere, make sure you're there. Or what I would do is I would start to get a few blokes' phone numbers in a certain area, especially if not having a float. I couldn't move too far because it'd be too costly.
Yep.
Like to go 100 k's was too dear. So you'd sort of ring everyone up in that area. Yeah, mate, I'm just in the area. To save you a bit of floatage. If you want anything done, I can do it now while I'm going past if you want. And they normally, sort of jumped on it or sort of, yeah. I'd
That's,
go, yeah, I'd go 150 k's like that. It'd take you a couple of months, but you'd go from job to job to job.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's good. That's good advice because people that are listening that are starting out on their own, or even now if someone's a bit quiet, these are some of the things that you can do as well. Yeah, so that's actually some really really good advice, some good ways to do things, and the ways to save a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah. Or if you see something that could be done, just pull in and just let them know who you are and what you could do for them. So I can see you got heap of rubbish. I could clean all this up for you if you wanted to. Yeah, I can give you a quote if that's something you're interested in. Yeah.
that's good. Yeah, good idea. Very good. Yeah. So, what sort of work do you mainly do? Like, I know you're saying you sort of do a bit of everything. What's some of the main things that you do? You mentioned dams a little bit earlier. Like, what else is there?
I cleaned the creek out in Cootamundra the other day, that one that runs through town. That was a bit of fun.
Nice. Yeah.
For the Cooter Shire over there, and what else? Yeah, do a lot of house or shed pads or shearing shed or yard pads,
Mhm.
which some of the big cockies around here with their yards and stuff, they're pretty big pads. Yeah,
All
just
right.
bloody. I've got a hammer, so yeah, when blokes run into rock, I normally get the phone call, which is good.
Yeah. Do you get much rock that way?
A little bit depends where you go, and the rock changes colour. Yeah, and so you might have like red rock that'll break, not too bad, and then you'll run into blue rock, and it takes a fair bit of hammering.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sort
All
of
right.
very keen to venture into GPS and that sort of stuff too. I think that'll be a big thing. Yeah, out here in the bush. Yeah, local
Yeah.
government's going that way.
Yeah. Tell us more about that. Yeah. One of my questions is going to obviously be, like, what sort of technology do you have? Do you use GPS and all that? So
Don't.
do
I'm
you?
still just running an old laser set up on
Yeah.
a tripod. And I want to get into GPS. Had a look at DDT, and
Hmm.
actually one of the fellas, his name was Craig. I met him there at the start of the year. He was with Raptor Tech, and he's now with MOBA.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And so he sent me a message today. He's gonna give me a call tomorrow.
Yeah.
If you
Nice.
keen to catch up with him.
Nice. Yeah. 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 No, that's good. Yeah. Very good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Moba, one of the sponsors for the shows. Definitely mention that Earthworks hub. And they'll help you out, man.
yeah, I'll have to.
Yeah. They'll look after you. Yeah. They'll give you a bit of a discount on that. So definitely mention it.
I've
But
just sort
yeah.
of got to get a bit of debt paid off before I think I got friggin' excavator and truck and a mortgage, and I'm
Oh
sort of
yeah. Yeah, it is. It's not easy, man. And it's a lot of pressure too. Like when you don't have work for a day or so, you start to freak out a bit because you start thinking, "Oh no, that's another day of no income." 'Cause
yeah.
what you know? What do you do? So how do you handle like days where there's no work or you get rained off and stuff? Like how do you handle that stuff?
Now I'm heaps better with it, especially rainy days. Like I haven't ran out of work for a long time. I could be well over 12 months, 18 months since I ran out of work last. But rainy days, I enjoy them now. If it's too wet to work, like perfect. Bloody
Yeah,
have a day off, put the kids in the car, and and the wife would go across to Wagga and have a look around or go shopping or do something.
Yeah, it's so funny you say that because I was the same. Like in the beginning, I'd freak out, and then I'd be like, "No, hang on a second. Like, you know what? Sometimes I need a day off too. You know, or I'd
Yeah,
use it to do maintenance or like go buy some parts or grease things I don't get a chance to do during the week
yeah,
usually. You know?
100%. Mm.
Yeah, so it's funny. The only time I started freaking out more was when I had employees, and then I was like, "Oh no, what am I going to get everyone to do now? Because you know we can't work." So that was the
Yeah,
only
well, I
time.
had a bloke on. I bought a second machine back in February, actually.
Well, tell us. Yeah, how'd that go?
So it went all right for 3 months, and then it went really well for 3 months. I was sort of doing far too much though, like putting 10 or 12 hours on my machine and then doing all the other catch up work and moving them around in the dark. I didn't see my wife and kids for 3 months,
Oh
but
no.
we made good money during that time. But yeah, after that, the bloke I had on, who's my best mate, he friggin' went away down to Victoria on a motorbike ride and come off and shattered his collarbone into 6 bits. And
No.
so,
Oh,
and because I'd bought a new machine, I'd figured, a lot of money going out each month. And so we
y-
sort of come to the decision to sell that machine. And
yeah,
which it was good fun, like big learning curve.
yeah.
Yeah.
How did that work out for you? So just say, for instance, you know, other guys that were in the same boat, because I know that we've got a lot of slow times in some parts of Australia, especially Melbourne, and there might be guys in the same boat like that you know have got machines that's sitting around and that. How did it work out for you? Like, did it work out okay in the end, or was it
It
really
did,
bad?
yeah. No, it worked out good.
Yeah,
I broke even on what I owed on the machine. My payout figure was what I got when I sold it. Which I was very, very lucky there considering the way the market is. But yeah, no, I made money out of it at the time. And then, yeah, it probably got out because I was probably going a bit too mental with, like you were saying, stressed out about having a bloke on. And I was
yeah,
making sure I was, if he was to have a day off, I wanted to make sure I had that already covered.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And what did you do? And did you end up like just advertising it, or did you go back to like the dealership, or just for anyone that sort of gets stuck as well? What are the
Just put on
options?
Marketplace and advertised it there. Yeah. And yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think everyone's seen it on there, but yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah. So marketplace, yeah, like Facebook Marketplace is where you sort of
Yeah, I
recommend.
looked into like what do you call it when someone else will sell it for you, put it on all their
Yeah,
websites.
yeah, yeah. You got some of those guys that will sell it for on your behalf. Yeah, yeah.
I did look
Advocates or
into
whatever they
that,
are.
but
Yeah,
yeah, I was sort of thinking the way the market was and the money that I owed on that machine, I was gonna cut a fair loss, I reckon.
yeah,
Yeah. By the time they took out their commission and whatnot, I was sort of thinking, I don't know if this is a good idea or not. So I just sat on
yeah.
it for a while.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's it. And it was basically done. That's good, man. Very good. Yeah, lucky you sort of got out unscathed. You know, I've heard some horror stories, so you're lucky, man. It
Yeah,
worked
yeah,
out.
real lucky.
Yeah. Would you consider getting one again?
Um, but I wouldn't go another new one. I'd go and buy. So I shouldn't have bought a second new. I should have went and bought something with 6,000 hours on it and made sure it worked. And if it worked, then bought another new one or something like that. I shouldn't have gone gone in as hard as I did.
Yeah,
I didn't think
yeah,
he'd fall off a motorbike, buddy Reedy. I didn't think he'd
yeah,
hurt himself. In
yeah.
saying that, I think him and I both knew that I was sort of not handling the pressure too much, too good either. Sort of having two new machines going.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, and what about when you made the decision to buy that machine? Like, what was the decision-making process to get it? Like, did you just go and buy the same brand automatically, or did you what sort of helped you decide what machine to get and what size as well?
I just went the exact same size, exact same machine because I liked the one that I had originally. Yeah, so I thought I'd just get another one of these. I know I've got spare bits for them, filters. I know what their capabilities are. I know sort of what they'll do and what they won't do, and pair two of them up together, a couple of sister machines, and go hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's actually it's interesting you do that because I did the same thing, man. I had the same thing. I had a couple of Kubota 5 tonners. They were exact same. I just thought, well, one's working and it's working out, so I'll get
yeah,
another
yeah,
one and do the replicate it, you know. And the same as the 20. I had a Cabalco 20 tonner, and I just thought, you know what, it's working well to get another one and just do the same thing and replicate. And it worked. Yeah, you're right, it works. And then you could
yeah,
swap filters if something went wrong in the idler or this or that, and you had spares, you could just swap them over, and it was actually it worked well. Yeah,
yeah. I agree. I don't know why. Like those 17 tons that Komatsu does, I reckon they're so underrated. I reckon they're great.
Yeah, it's funny. So it says 17 ton, but I imagine it'd probably be a lot more. It'd probably be closer to 20, wouldn't it? By the time you add everything
Yeah,
onto it.
I think they're in that 19 mark. I reckon. I
Yeah,
think they're 17 dry weight. So when you go and put hydraulic oil and a hitch and fuel and everything in it, yeah.
yeah, yeah. It is. It's an odd number. I know. I haven't really, to be honest, I haven't really looked around that close. But yeah, when you say 170, I'm like, oh, it's different. Yeah, I haven't heard of that one that much. Yeah,
It always used to be 16 ton, and 16 was the biggest you'd go with staying. Bigger width, and then
yeah,
Komatsu played on the 17 tonner, and Hitachi are now doing an 18 tonner.
yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about that legal width, yeah, because I'm not sure if a lot of people even know about all that. So tell us a bit about why it has to be that certain width.
Well, I like staying 2.5 meters wide because I get a bit mad. I like to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and leave home to go to work, or work half the night and get home at midnight without worrying about getting pulled over and booked for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's
Plenty
why,
of times where you want to finish a job off and you're like, right, if I just finish this Friday night, I'll take the machine home and I'll have the weekend off.
yeah, yeah. Whereas if it was wider, you'd have to wait till the next day till a certain time. Is it? Do you know what the times are in that? I don't know what the times in that are. So
Daylight, they call it.
just daylight.
Yeah. We always used to just go off on the Elders app, Elders weather app. It used to tell you what daylight was, what time it was, because it'd
Ah,
change every day. So normally you just go off that, and that seemed to be good enough.
yeah.
I think
So
there is
what?
actual rules. You've got to be able to have, like, I don't know, a certain amount of visibility.
Okay. So
Yeah.
so if you want to move anything more than 2.5 meters wide, you can only do it during the daylight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In New
yeah,
South Wales,
yeah,
as far
yeah.
as I know. Because what do you use down there?
I
How'd
don't
you go with
know.
your 20 tonner?
You know what? I've moved at all different times. So, and in the city, I've moved at all different times. I remember once we moved my 20, and I've said this story before, but it was in the middle of like Balaclava, which is near St Kilda, and it's like in the city, I should say. And yeah, a float driver said the only way I'll pick it up is because I had to get it to a job by 7 in the morning, and he said I'll come there at like 5 o'clock in the morning, but you have to be there with me to help me because you guys, I'm going to get attacked by all the neighbors you watch. And I was like, nah, it can't be that bad. It can't be that bad. And it was, man. When we got there, as soon as I turned on the machine, it was like 5 o'clock or 5:15. Every light came on around us. People were coming out swearing, and I was like, I can't even get a chance to put it in the truck. Yeah. So he was like, I told you. He goes, I don't want to be the one copping it. So yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if there is, but if it's bigger than that, I don't know. If it's bigger than the 20, maybe that's the max size. I don't know that rule, actually. I probably should know it.
Victoria could be different. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if they have the same rules in Queensland. I think Queensland you might be free to do what you want. I don't know.
Yeah, interesting. It'd be good. That's something I'll have to look at. I'll have to do a podcast on that. Do a separate one.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
Yeah, on the regulations, man. I should get someone on. I'm trying to get a float company to come on, but no one wants to come on because I don't know. They're all like scared they're going to say something wrong. It'll upset people. So I don't know. But yeah, that would be good to get someone on and tell us about the rules.
Yeah, I've even got, I don't know, do you have too many rated roads down there? Like 15 ton rated? That's
there are. Yeah, I imagine there'd be a lot of roads like that. Yeah, you're not supposed to. Like, I even when I had my beaver tail truck or even the tipper, and I had the machines in the back, I'd drive into streets and I'd be like, 10-ton limit or even a 20-ton limit, but we'd still drive down there and just hope for the best. Yeah.
Well, we've been doing it for years and years around Kuta because there's heaps of rated roads around Cootamundra. I just went and got a heap of permits the other day. I'm the most legal I've ever been.
There you go, mate.
Fully legally.
And now you'll probably never get pulled up. Yeah, no one will ever ask you for it.
But using those roads, like, I can remember going with, me pop as a kid, we'd be using all those same roads and we got knocked off a few times, but
you just take it. Yeah,
paid
just
the
take
bill
it as
and
it
kept
comes.
moving.
Yeah. Nah, same. Yeah, same. I used to just take the punt, man. I don't know. Or sometimes I think, by the time I try and figure out how to get out of here and try and do a U-turn, I just keep going and hope for the best. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, now that you got the permits and that, you probably should be right anyway.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. All right. So just find out. So you started 2 years ago? That was after COVID when you started.
It was
during. It was just after. Okay, yeah. How'd you go through COVID and stuff? Were you affected at all?
I had a great time. I actually
Yeah.
went driving interstate a little bit. Things were a bit slow, and I got a job. Yeah, driving interstate.
There,
Came down to Melbourne a heap, and went up to Sydney, and I was doing a lot of market stuff. So everyone would be locked in their houses at 8 o'clock at night, free to
yeah.
drive around the cities. Yeah, learn what it was all about without having all the traffic there.
There you go, man. There
The
you go.
ball.
You know what? It's probably looking at things from a positive spin. Yeah, like you actually just changed, adapted. Yeah, so you just adapted, did something different until
Yeah,
it came back to reality, back to normal.
yeah. It was a bit of
There
fun.
you go. There you go, man. There you go.
Yeah.
Hmm. All
What
right.
was work like down in Melbourne at that time?
It was. It's funny because we were still busy. We were still very busy then, because construction could still keep working as long as you're in construction. We could keep working just as per normal, but they had like limitations as to how many people on site and that sort of stuff. But
Yep.
yeah, we just kept working, man. I was actually, to be honest, I was actually quite busy during that period. Yeah, we had still a fair bit of work until they shut down construction and everything. Then it just went sort of pear shaped. And then when it came back, it was all right. It was still sort of all right. I don't know. I was actually busy. Everyone I speak to says they were actually really busy. I think a lot of people were home and started like looking at their backyards and going, "Oh, maybe we could
Yeah,
fix this
righto.
and that." So we all got busier. Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, no.
And now it's all quiet. So now I'm thinking maybe we did too much, and now there's no work. We went too far ahead.
Yeah,
So
rightio.
maybe that was part of it. We got too ahead of ourselves. That could actually be a good explanation. I don't know, but yeah, we were busy, very very busy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I think a lot of the earth moving scene was.
yeah. And then what a lot of people were doing is because when they put in that regional, like a barrier saying, regional can't cross into metro, then a lot of guys, what they started doing is sharing operators. So guys from regional would ring a guy from the metro and say, "Hey, my operator lives in metro, but he can't come to regional, and your operator lives in regional. Can we just swap, for that time?" And then people were actually making the best out of it and swapping operators. It was good, yeah. No, it wasn't good, but people just tried to like do what they could to help.
Yeah, right. I've got
Yeah,
another one for you, talking about swapping operators.
yeah,
And Ashton from Komatsu, he knows this, because
yeah,
he come out and done the driver trainer with me when I first got that machine.
yeah.
I run a different pattern to standard, which I think you have to run standard by law, don't you?
I don't know. I don't know if you have to. I don't know if there's a law. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just on certain sites or something. I don't know. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
So what do you operate on backhoe pattern, do you?
Well, it's different again.
Oh, okay. All right. This is different. Yeah, yeah.
So my left hand would do boom up and down and crowd the bucket, and then my right
Oh,
hand would do dipper in and out and do your slew.
that's weird. How come? Why is that? Why?
That's just the way, because when Pop first got excavators back in the 70s, you didn't even have your slew and your crowd on your joysticks. That was on foot pedals.
Yeah.
And so when we got the Mitsubishis, that's the way they were set up. And we've always just called it the old Mitsubishi pattern and just kept that pattern all the way through.
Wow. So there's like a different pattern again altogether.
Yeah.
And how'd you go about getting your machine set up for that? Was it an easy process?
No, it was not an easy process. Took me, so it was Jonesy from Komatsu, who's based out of Young. Him and I had a crack at it when that machine was brand new. I reckon it took us 6 hours because we had to pull one hose off and swap them and then check the function, because there was no written rule on how to do it because you're not supposed to do it. And what reason do you have to freaking change a pattern?
Yeah.
Like, everything's standard, isn't it?
No.
And so I've got it down pat. I can do it. I reckon I can do it about half an hour now. I've done it a few times and swapped it over.
There you go. So if anyone needs advice on how to change the pattern on the machine, especially on the Komatsu, there you go. Jack's
You
the
can just
man.
ring me and I've got it all written down in the diary.
There you go, man. There you go.
Step by
So
step.
was Ashton pulling his hair out too? Was he trying to help, or was he more like just involved in the technology side?
He was, I think he just come to have a look at a machine that's not standard, and then he put it on his Instagram. And I
Yeah.
think all the Yanks, they lit me up. They were not happy about a non-standard pattern.
Have you tried like learning the other way, like trying to get used to the normal sort of pattern, or not?
I've tried. The biggest drama that I had was I had a brand new machine, and I couldn't change pattern because I was thinking I've got to like use the pattern that I know. Because I'll go into a job, people will go, "Well, this bloke can't operate for shit. He's never been on an excavator," and I'd never get another job again. Was the thought
Yeah.
process.
Yeah, that's true, man. Yeah, you don't want to turn up and they're like, hang on a second. This guy told me he's been doing it his whole life. Now he can't even get it off the float.
Yeah, that's right.
Jeez, yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah, there you go. Amazing, man. Amazing. Yeah, I didn't know that. There you go. What about for the operator's machine? Was that just standard?
I left it standard, and then when he come off his motorbike,
Yeah.
went and swapped it over as well, and drove both of them for a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, there you go, man. There you go. What about if you could go back, like, so just say now, you're starting a business all again. Would you do anything differently? Would you like change something, or were you happy the way it sort of went?
Probably the only thing I'd change is I wouldn't have bought the second machine. I wouldn't have bought brand new. I would have bought a second-hand one because the market was at a slump. I could have picked one up pretty cheap, I reckon, and not had too much finance on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then if it broke down or if you blew a hose, you weren't, up to 4 or 5 grand a month in repayments. You could just pull up for the day and get a new hose.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. Sometimes I used to say to myself, like, I wish I didn't buy, because I started buying all brand new machines, and then, but before that it was all secondhand ones, and it was the same thing. Yeah, like if something went, I didn't really stress about it that much because I already started like paying them down quickly. But the
Yep.
newer ones, had massive repayments and then you got the repayments plus then you've got parts and servicing on top, and so it can get costly. Yeah, it can, like people say, they don't break down as often, which is true. But once they do start, something does go on that. It's just like another added cost.
Yeah, I don't mind having a brand new machine for myself because I'm probably doing 50 chargeable hours a week.
Yep.
So you can sort of cop it. But if you got someone on, 50 chargeable hours a week's a fair crack if you're moving them at the same time and
Yeah.
floating around on a rain day or this and that. I was working 7 days a week and loving it, still do.
There you go. So you're still putting in a lot of hours. Yeah.
Trying to get all this debt paid off, and I reckon I'll be smooth sailing after that.
Yeah, yeah. That's what we all say. And then just as you're about to pay it off, you're like, oh, it might be time to upgrade. Yeah. Start again.
100%.
Yeah, it happens, man. It happens. What is the plan? Like, are you thinking about expanding, or what's your plan like for the next few years?
I don't think so. I sort of was listening to Jack Ely talk about it there on one of the podcasts, and kind of like his idea of just staying one-man band, and I'd like to get a heap more attachments. I don't have too many attachments, so and just
Yeah.
specialise in the excavator, especially in that 17-ton, that sort of 20-ton range. Yeah, I've got a really good clientele base. I work for some really, really good blokes. Yeah, and I sort of just want to poke around the bush and cover all their needs. Silage pits and roads and rip gravel and lay pipes and
Yeah. You know what? You might have to look at one of those tilt rotators soon.
Oh yeah. Ever since I met you at DDT and was looking at the steel wrist, and then Jack got one and watching his videos. I would use these all the time. They're so cool.
Yeah, well, because when you mentioned pipe laying and all, I thought, that'd be perfect for that. Yeah, but
Yeah.
would you ever consider getting one, or is it ever crossed your mind, like properly? Have you ever thought about doing the costings and stuff?
I think I'll probably get real serious on the next machine. So when mine's probably got, I don't know, I'd have to look into it, but say 8,000 hours on it and do a clean trade, get another new one. I reckon I'd look into say, maybe that and a GPS.
Yeah.
Go GPS and tilt rotor and sort of just get real good at driving that one machine.
Yeah. I like that idea. Yeah, because like I said to a lot of the guys that have said this, that they want to stay on their own, it doesn't mean you have to be successful. It doesn't mean you have to expand and get massive and get heaps of people. To be successful, you can be just happy with what you're doing and being known as a good operator or a good business and be able to master a skill. Like, if you get tilt rotators, mastering how to use that, mastering how to use GPS, and becoming the best in what you do.
Yeah.
I think it's probably good, if you know that you want to stay and do what you're doing by yourself, then maybe just invest in what you do and like improve what you can do.
Yeah. The other thing is, if I just stick to what I do now, I'm not treading on anyone's toes. Like I don't really have any competition as such around. I work in with a lot of other contractors, and we're all like pretty good mates. So good, like I don't have any dramas with any of the other contractors, which is really great.
Yeah.
Those blokes have got graders and bulldozers and friggin' gravel trucks and this and that, and there's only one other bloke here in Temora that I have a bit to do with that's got an excavator. Yeah, I think it's more or less just to cover, what his other machines can't do. He's got a couple of graders and scrapers and whatnot, and then he's got a 20-tonner. But yeah, he still calls me to come and give him a hand when he needs a second machine. So I'm pretty happy to take the call.
Yeah, it's good. So it's good that you're all working together. And what about, so you're saying like it's like a bit of a network? If these guys need a machine, they'll call you. If you need a grader or something, you call them. Is that how it sort of works?
Yeah, 100%. That's why, like, I'll take on a big job that I can only do a small portion of it. But I say I've got bloody gravel to be carted and roads to be graded and rolled and watered and whatnot. And they say, yep, no worries, we'll come and help you. Yeah, it works out
Beautiful.
really good.
Yeah, yeah. That's another good thing too, because it doesn't mean you have to buy all that stuff. You can network and help each other and subby it out to somebody else.
Yeah, plus I wouldn't want to friggin' buy all that gear anyway. It would be too much of a headache for me.
Yeah.
I sort of want to, just have the one machine and, maybe just like spend a little bit more time with the kids and Belle. Like when you have a wet day, you don't have to stress out about not working. You just say, oh, perfect. Rain on the
Yeah.
roof, I'm going back to sleep. I don't have to get up at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, true. What do you do? What do you do to unwind? Like, do you do anything? Because I know you're obviously spending a lot of hours in the machines and that. Do you have like any hobbies and stuff? Like, what can you?
I don't know. I don't really have too many hobbies. I used to like a beer, but
Yeah,
I don't know. I just sort of got over that a little bit, stopped drinking, got sick of it.
yeah.
Yeah, like I'm having a cup of tea tonight. I'm not even having a beer.
There you go, man. That's surprising. I haven't got a scotch with me. What am I doing, man? I didn't even think about it. Yeah. I
I think
didn't bring
because
a
I don't have
scotch.
a hobby, I drive my wife mad.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's a common hobby. That's a common hobby amongst us. Yeah, exactly right. Yes. No, my wife would agree with that. No, look, I was
think I
thinking.
just enjoy having cool shit, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I was going to say, look, sometimes being able to tinker with your machine and do things on the weekends and that around the machine, washing and that. A lot of guys find that as their hobby.
Yeah,
So
I love, like, doing a bit to the truck. Because I drove interstate for a bit, I've sort of got that bug. Yeah.
yeah,
I'm polishing trucks and putting hubcaps on and nut covers and friggin', yeah.
going and trying to polish everything up, make it all chrome and that.
Yeah, on a
Yeah,
highway spec truck to run an excavator around the bush. It
yeah.
doesn't really work, but it's a bit of fun.
Yeah, no, I think we've all been there, we've all done that. I often tell that story about polishing wheels for a whole weekend, and then on the Monday they send me to a job full of mud. Like not even one day, it's clean. Yeah, yeah. No, been there, done that. So other than like word of mouth, putting yourself out there within the neighbourhood, and calling people around and calling in and asking them if they want to get some work done. Do you use like any social media, websites, marketing, anything like that? Any tech stuff?
I got the opportunity to quote a job there not long ago because of Instagram. It's the only one that I know of. I never got the job. I was told I'd come in too dear
Yeah,
because I knew there was rock underneath. I remember as a kid, we worked with the June Shire and did the water and sewer up through one subdivision.
yeah.
And a building company, they wanted house pad cleared. And I said, there's rock under here. I remember like my uncle hammering it all out. Like he was here for a week. Yeah. And they said, oh, just quote it as if there's no rock. I thought, I didn't. I quoted as if there was rock. And I said, oh, you're coming way too dear. But that
Yeah.
was because of Instagram. They'd Googled me and found my Instagram page.
There you go. So
And I
actually,
think,
it does work. Yeah.
yeah, what I started doing was I think because they Googled earth movers as Junee, I started hashtagging like my town and surrounding towns wherever I'm sort of happy to travel. And I think
Yeah.
that might help. I don't really know how the algorithm works, but yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Oh, there you go. There you go. A bit of advice for people. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
good. It's good because a lot of times people are a bit doubtful that Instagram and that actually does anything. So I'm hearing a little bit more lately that guys are actually winning jobs because of it. Like it's a bit of an advertising tool.
Yeah. I still think keeping a real good, clean name with the other contractors is a massive thing. Just to ring them up, just to say hello, or ring them up and say, oh, I'll pull into your yard on Friday afternoon. I'll have a beer with you. Just sort of, I reckon that's because if they've got nothing bad to say about you, they won't. Is my sort of theory.
Yeah, relationship building, man. That's exactly right. Exactly
And when you really need a hand, you made a friendship and they'll help you out, and then vice versa.
Yeah, it's true because there's times where I've had my tipper like bogged or stuck somewhere, or bogey. You guys call them bogeys, I suppose. Yeah, I've had that bogged somewhere, and then I've had to call someone else with a truck to come out. And I remember once I was in Bunyip, which is like 2 hours away from home. And I remembered I had a guy that I knew that I did a job with, a couple of times in the area, and I called him. I was like, "Sorry, man, is there any chance you could come in and like with a snatch strap and drag me out?" And he's like, "Yeah, actually, I'm not that far from there." And he came and he did it. And I was like, if I didn't know this guy, I'd be paying a tow truck a fortune to come and get me.
Yeah,
So yeah, relationships, and you just never know, when people will come in handy.
yeah. My grandfather, he always said there's no competition when someone gets bogged. You just go and help them and you move on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a slab. That's when you owe 'em a slab. They say, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It depends where. If it's like that, yeah, you probably owe more than a slab. But anyway, yeah, no, that's so true. So there you go. So Instagram, all social media, and that probably is starting to become more and more useful in advertising.
Must be, yeah. I would have doubted it before. And then I asked that girl, yeah, when she rang up, I said, how'd you get my number? And she goes, oh, I just Googled and yeah, your Instagram page popped up on Google. So I'm like, all right.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go. All right. There you go. Oh, well, so there you go. So it's important to keep a good Instagram profile as well. Don't put up rubbish, man. Just put in work stuff with photos of what you've done and what machines you've got. And I reckon that's it's a good way to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got people finding me on Instagram. Then I've still got some clients who don't even have an email address. You got to snail mail them the invoice out.
Yeah. There's some old school customers, man.
Yeah, real old school.
Man, does anyone still like do checks? Does anyone pay you with a check?
I still get checks.
Really?
Yep.
Holy moly, man! I don't even know what a check looks like anymore. Yeah, I haven't seen a check for years.
Well, I had to go and set up an account at I think it must have been NAB because they were the only ones who'd take a check pretty well. Like
Wow,
you'll find it very, very hard to cash a check these days.
there you go, man. Yeah, I remember that was like the main way people would pay you, you'd pay for things with a check as well, and then it's just sort of died off now. Yeah, it's all FPOS now. It's all telephone. It's all PayPal and telephone, and you don't even have to have cash or anything anymore.
Yeah, no, builders sends the invoice out on 7-day terms, and
Yeah,
that's normally
there you
how
go.
it all happens. But yeah, from time to time you will get an old bloke. You finish the job and he sits there and watches you the whole time. And then you finally finish and he gets his checkbook out. What do
Yeah.
I owe you, young fella?
There you go, man. That's pretty cool. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can't beat those old timers. What about what is there anything that you wanted to ask? Like, oh no, I've been asking all the questions. What about yourself, man? Is there anything you want to ask, or is there something you want to talk about I haven't actually mentioned?
I had a few questions today. I was thinking about it in the machine while I was digging along.
It
Yeah.
always happens, man. You think of them, and then after you can't remember them now. You know what I do? I write stuff down now in the notes on my phone. I'm like, all right, quickly, I got to write it down because I forget, and because I talk to so
Bought a
many people.
notepad.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Have you got anything? Then what have you got on there?
I've
Oh,
got,
man.
what have I got in here? Chain size. I can tell you the filter numbers for Komatsu.
Yeah. How handy are those notebooks, but I've got those floating around everywhere.
So handy.
Yeah. Yeah. The little notebooks, man.
Bloody everything. Komatsu pen I cart around. Everything's bloody
Oh,
Komatsu.
there you go, man. Komatsu. I've got that mug. Where is it? It's here. I've got that mug as well. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it down there. It's next to the whiskey. I don't know if you can
They
see that.
sponsored my whole life.
I've got that too. There you go. Yeah, beautiful. That's in the back somewhere as well. Yeah. There you go. I've got to use mine. It's actually just sitting there on display. I should use it.
Yeah, well, I didn't drink any water for ages. Like,
Yeah.
bugger all water. Then they gave me that water bottle, and now I take it to work every day.
Do you find that you don't drink enough water because in the machine you just sort of keep working and sort of forget to drink?
100%. You get busy, don't you? Because you got both hands busy.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's one thing I always found. I never drank enough water. So what I do now is I stop at the servo and buy like a whole slab of water,
Yep.
and then just keep taking bottles out of the car because if I don't bring it or don't have it there, I just keep going, and then at the end of the day I'm cramping, I'm dry because I'm bloody not drinking enough water.
Yeah. They reckon beer dehydrates you. But buggered if I know, because
Yeah.
you used to
It
say have
does.
like 4 or 5 beers every night and drink
Yeah.
bugger all water. Now I don't drink the beers. Drink heaps more water.
Yeah, it's like you're replacing it now. Yeah, yeah. It's a better option anyway, man. Better
Must
option.
be.
Yeah,
Bit more
yeah.
healthier.
That's it, man. That's it. Yeah, no, it's a better option. But you know what? There's nothing wrong with going home and having a couple of beers, as long as it's not like you have to have it and stuff. You know, then it becomes a different story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think, I don't know why. I just sort of like, yeah, I'm not really sure. I just like
Yeah,
got sick of drinking beers. I don't know. Sick of drinking
yeah.
alcohol. And I thought, I had a break. And I had a break for about 2 months and then didn't really feel like drinking much after just had it all.
Yeah, it happens, man. I've done it. I've done it before. And then even like now, all I do is I'll have like a whiskey every now and then, or a beer if it's a nice hot day, or a mate comes over. But yeah, not like I don't have to have one every day. You know, it's like it's just different. Just once you sort of don't have it, it goes away.
Yeah, I'll have a few beers with a mate, but I won't sit down and have a beer by myself anymore, which is weird.
Yeah, same. I've had moments where I open one and then I get like halfway through and I'm like, oh, it's not going down, and then I just leave it.
I
Yeah,
just would have never thought I would have said those words. Like, I used to love a beer. And now,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm growing up, must be.
I think it happens, man. It happens. It does. Yeah, and I suppose it's the environment too. Like if you go to the pub every night and this and that, then you're sort of in that environment, you know. Whereas if you just stay home, you sort of just phases out.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, there you go, man. There you go. No, it's good. Good to have you on there. Good to have you know, to see a PC 170. Like I said, is a different machine. I haven't really seen them. I know whoever's listening to this podcast, I'm sure I'll get a phone call from the Komatsu guys going, "What are you talking about? There's 170s everywhere."
Yeah, I don't see that many either. I know Diables have got a heap of them.
Okay,
Anytime you
yeah,
go past a Diables job, yeah, they've got the 170s,
yeah. Probably
which
for the
they're,
same reason that you got it. Probably for the 2.5 meter rule as well, so they can just move
yeah,
them around.
probably, yeah. But
Yeah,
they're bloody
yeah,
good. They'll stand up. I've had one toe to toe with a 20-tonner before, and yeah, Private Machine has to try a bit harder, but and you got to be on the ball to make sure he doesn't outdo you. But yeah, they'll do the same job.
yeah. There you go, man. There you go. No, good to hear a bit about different machines, different things. If you've got nothing that you want me to talk about in that, I think we've done well, man. Is everything anything else?
No, that's about me. That's who I am
G-
and what we do.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. What about advice? Let's do a couple of things before we go.
Right.
Advice for anyone that's starting out, as an operator. So, what would you say to someone that's starting out? What would be the best way to try and learn the machine if they had to?
I would say presentation is key. If it takes you a little bit longer, no one remembers that it took longer or the bill was a little bit more. If it's left schmick as, you've done a real good job. Yeah.
Yep,
Cleaned up all your track marks, any windrows. Yeah. I'd say
nice.
presentation is where it's at.
Excellent. Yeah, no, nice. And that can be for anyone. Yeah, it doesn't even have to be a beginner. It can be even just for guys that have got experience. Just, yeah, presentation is key, man. That's it. Exactly right. The way you take pride in your work, the way you leave it, that's what gets remembered. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a lot of repeat clients and I might not be the cheapest bloke to get. There'd be cheaper blokes out there, but I think I just try my hardest to do the best job going. Like I try to make sure no one outdoes me on excavator.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, clean your track frame every day and grease your machine every day. Fill it
Yeah.
full of fuel every day.
Yeah. Yeah. No, true. And what about for owner operators? Anyone or anyone starting an excavation business, anything sort of business oriented that you sort of give advice for? What about like when you were starting out? Do you wish that someone told you about something before you started?
I don't know. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm not too sure.
Yeah,
I think the only reason I survived, well, so far, is yeah, getting out of bed, like leaving town when it feels like everyone else in town's still in bed. Yeah, and
yeah,
getting home back into town when everyone's already sat down and had their dinner, I think.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Just
think my wife's had to put up with a lot, yeah, more bullshit than most women with yeah, husband not being around much.
yeah. And you know what it is? You got to outwork. Sometimes you got to outwork people. I know they say it's all about doing work smart, but sometimes you just have to outwork people. Yeah, you just got to just work that a little bit harder and longer to sort of get the edge.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because
Yeah,
people do notice it. Yeah,
yeah. It is. It's true. Oh, there you go, man. Oh, yeah, because I was just thinking, like, a lot of times when I first started, I wish I knew about, all the different insurances and all these costs that you don't think about, when you start your business. And all these, starting your business, or getting an ABN number, all the accounting you got to start with, and all.
Yeah, my
What
wife's
about?
done most of that. I've been out of the loop a bit.
Yeah, are you lucky? So she's sort of doing all the admin for you.
Yeah, yep. She does all the accounts and yeah, all the bookwork and
Yeah,
yeah.
all
I
right.
earn the money and yeah, she puts
Does
it
the
away.
does the books, man. Yeah, no, nice, good combination, man.
Yeah,
Cool,
you know, it
excellent.
works well. It's really fun. I freaking love what I do. Have a ball.
Yeah, you can see it, you can feel it, I can hear it in your voice, man. It's good. It's good. Keep the passion alive, man. Keep it going. It's a tough industry, but I think if you enjoy what you do, and you go to work every day happy and that, like, it's actually not that bad. It's not that bad. There's a lot of worse jobs out there.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah. And there's a lot of people that want to be in our shoes. So, like you say, yeah, be happy and be proud of your work and that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I sort of feel like I'm making a bit of a name for myself, and yeah, just keep learning more and more and getting a little bit better and a little bit better, and one day I might be pretty good.
Yeah. No, you must be doing something right. You must be doing something right. No, good, good. So if listeners want to get in touch with you, what's the best way?
Yeah, probably just my Instagram, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is just J&I Earthworks.
J&I Earthworks. There you go. J&I Earthworks on Instagram. Or have you got an email or something? Or
I do, yeah, J&I Earthworks at gmail.com.
there you go. There you go. All right. You've heard it from the man himself. All right. Well, Mr. Jack Fallon, I thank you very much for jumping on the show and having a chat. And yeah, good luck with your business and the future and the new truck and that. Hopefully it all works out for you.
Yeah, I'm sure I so. It's breathing a bit heavy, that truck. I've got a C15 and I'm starting to think I might have to swing it out with an excavator next winter and rebuild it in-house.
Oh, man, a bit of a project.
Yeah, but no, I just wanted to say thank you very much for having me, and what you've done. I really enjoy, listening to all the pods and also just catching up with what everyone else gets up to. Like I didn't realize there were so many blokes out there, doing similar work.
Yep.
It's very inspiring, seeing some of those fellas and how good they are on their machines and how well presented their gear is. And you go, freaking hell, I want to be
Yep.
like him. That's fucking cool.
Yeah, it's inspirational, man. And that's the whole point of it. Yeah, trying to bring everyone together, show everyone that we're all in the same boat and help each other, and that's the whole point of all this. Yeah, so no,
Yeah,
it's good. No, thank you for the kind words as well, man. Thank you.
no, awesome.
Oh, legend, man, legend. All right, to all the listeners, thank you very much for joining us. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure you go onto all our platforms. So to listen to the podcasts, you can go on to become a Patreon member, and they get to see it first. Or you can go onto YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and watch it at a later date. And also follow Earthworks Hub on all TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. What else am I on? I don't even know. YouTube, everything. Basically, we're everywhere. So just look out for Earthworks Hub and you'll see us there. I will see you guys on the next episode. Take care, everyone.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
For trucks, obviously. On the lot.
he became steel resistant.